This one from the Bleacher Report, bold predictions for the 2024 season. They say Nick Chubb returns from his knee injury to lead the NFL in rushing. If Chubb opens the season as Cleveland's lead back with the more stabilized quarterback situation, fewer runners actually eclipsing the 1,100-yard mark, he can easily don his cap and cowl and regain his previous status as the best of the best. It'll be interesting to see. I don't have a good feel one way or another for if Nick Chubb will be ready to go from the get-go. I think he's further along than a lot of people thought he was, but contact on a surgically repaired knee and the wear and tear and grind of football, not sure that he's ready for that yet. That's one of the things that'll be interesting to see early in camp.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a too bold in my eyes, when it comes to Nick Chubb potentially leading the NFL in rushing. I mean, again, we don't know, like you said, when he's going to eventually be back, eventually for full contact and those sort of things. We kind of obviously have to let things play out. We're going to see how the Browns go about things. History has told us they are certainly very cautious when it comes to the health of their players with training camp and those sorts of things. So we kind of have to just wait and see how that's going to unfold. But I mean, if Nick Chubb were to somehow look like Nick Chubb 100%, especially in the first couple weeks of the season coming back off that knee injury, I mean, that would be beyond the best case scenario for the Browns. And even if he does come back, it still wouldn't shock me just because he is getting up there in age. You want to protect the knee a little bit. Even if he is back, if you still use some kind of running back by committee, obviously with Jerome Ford, Deontay Foreman, Naheem Hines, you have some veteran backs who have been there and done had some relative success in the NFL. So like I said, if he somehow has a massive season in spite of that massive injury, I mean, that would just be absolutely incredible considering how severe that injury was. And even just the reaction in Pittsburgh of the Steelers fans chanting Nick Chubb's name after the injury on Monday Night Football, which is one of the most surreal things that I can remember, especially considering the Browns Steelers rivalry. If he can come back from all that and somehow lead the NFL in rushing. And by the way, Christian McCaffrey, 1,459 yards last year to lead the NFL in rushing. Not as high in numbers we've seen in the past, but anywhere close to that, I think would be remarkable.
Yeah, I would agree. And the other thing is, I think they're going to throw the ball more than they have in the past. We'll see. Those are all questions that will play out as this training camp and season go along.